And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Okay guys, so it's the morning after our defeat and elimination from the Champions League, obviously, which saw us lose 2-0 to Dynamo Kiev in the Champions League third qualifying rounds. Now, this video is not really going to be about reacting to the game as such. Maybe we'll touch on a few points from it, of course, but I did do my live match reaction afterwards, so if you did miss it, check it out. But again, this is more about Rangers moving forward. You know, I'm a bit of a believer that what's done is done, and now we have to look forward to the next steps we need to take as a football club, despite the disgrace of a refereeing performance yesterday that's cheated us out of the £5 million last night, but also the potential Champions League league phase money as well, which is massive for this football club. A decision is huge for this football club going forward, and it just doesn't feel right. And to be fair, I'm going to move it and park it aside and whatever and move and look forward. But all I will say on that matter is that UEFA and all the leagues need to come together and find and make a new rule within VAR to be able to overturn a second yellow if it is a red card and it's an absolute diabolical decision. There has to be a rule change. There needs to be a rule change, because that's going to cost teams. And last night, that cost Rangers lots of money, life-changing money, season-defining money for the next few years. It's cost us a decision like that. So VAR needs to look at that. That needs to be an example. I hate Rangers always being the example, but that needs to be an example going forward. And that rule needs to come into place. Because it's unfair. It's seriously unfair. That second yellow thing. For diabolical decisions, VAR should be able to intervene and say, no, that's not sending off, because it changes the whole outlook of the game. But as stated, guys, what's done is done now. We're out of the Champions League. We know our fate. We're going into the Europa League phase. And now we need to act. We seriously need to act. I don't know what our transfer strategy has been. It's kind of seemed like, oh, we'll just kind of wait until potentially we get Champions League. Potentially we might bring some players in through the door. But what I've seen over the last, since the season started, against Hearts, against Dynamo Kiev over 2 legs, and against Motherwell at home, is that we lack quality. We seriously lack quality. Now, again, I like the fact that we maybe brought in Robin Proper, but I still think that we need to make 3 more signings in a host of different positions. We need a midfielder. I think we need a midfielder, attacking midfielder. I've seen Tom Lawrence play that number 10 role yesterday. That was worrying to me. I think we need a natural 10 that's going to play in that role. We need a quality 10 that's going to play in that role for the much of the season. I can't watch Tom Lawrence play there for the whole of the campaign. We're going to be in serious trouble if that's the case. We need a striker. Now, I know there has been a bit of a period with Cyril Dessers where you think, you know, he scored 2 goals. Yes, he scores goals. And I'm not taking that away from him, but we can't rely on Cyril Dessers for the whole season. And I'm not going to make this a witch hunt about Cyril Dessers, because it's not about him totally. But we need another striker. We need another striker in through the door. Well, if it's competition for places, then so be it. But we need a striker in through the door that we need someone that's going to be able to score us goals. And whether that's Lawrence Shankland, whether that's someone else who they identify, we need a striker in through the door. I think that's clear and obvious that we cannot go the whole campaign just relying on Cyril Dessers. And as I said, for the record, I like Cyril Dessers. I like him to score goals. Yes, I've seen him score goals as well. But he didn't do anything last night. And that's the reality of Cyril Dessers, is that he goes missing. He goes missing in some games. You know, sometimes he's not as prolific as sometimes he is. So that's what you don't want to have, that over-reliance on one position. And to be fair, it's not just Cyril Dessers. There's other positions on the park, I would say, the same thing. You can't rely on one player in each and every single position. We need to bolster the ranks. And then I'd go and say it doesn't look like the club are going to do it, but the club are digging their heels, and we need a right back. We need a right back, genuinely. I think Tav is defending is diabolical. It genuinely is. And I think we need a natural right back there that's going to be a good defender going forward. Yes, the goals and assists. Maybe we can turn Tavernier into a hybrid player. Yes, maybe we can do it. We can't rely on Tavernier to play every single game this season. We need another right back there again. And even then, I'd still say we need some more positions bolstered. Even then, I'm talking about the 3 positions I've talked about now. I still think we need more. But again, at a bare minimum, this board need to go and back the manager. They need to go back the manager. And people can talk about finance problems and stuff like that as well. We've just got 3 million quid for Jose Cifuentes yesterday. I know, yes, it's in the future or whatever, 4 million quid, whatever. I know it's in the future, but it's a business. If a contract's in place, then you get the money elsewhere. At least the money is coming in to pay. And then you can pay it in advance or something like that. Sell some more players. Market Hadji, get the players out the door that you want out the door, but we need to act now with regards to the transfers. It's already, for me, 2-3 weeks too late, and it's cost us the Champions League as well. Yes, I know the red card yesterday was the main talking point, but I think in those games we still lack quality. We still lack quality against Dynamo Kiev. And that's what the board, and this is our transfer approach of what we're trying to do, just being patient and slow. Go and identify the players that we need in through the door, but they need to act now, because it's worrying me, because it's been so quiet with regards to the transfer news in terms of incomings. There's been nothing. There has been nothing. We need players in. It's a matter of urgency. It's genuinely a matter of urgency. I'm not even taking the piss, and I'm not over-exaggerating. But if there's a Rangers fan, I mean, as I said, you're entitled to your opinion, and as I said, I'm not telling you you're wrong, but I mean, if you're a Rangers fan, do any Rangers fans actually think that we're good to go now? I refuse to believe that there's someone out there that thinks that we're good to go now. I refuse to believe it. Again, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm saying, putting my opinion onto you, but we need some reinforcements. As soon as possible. I know there was Hannibal potentially being a player in that attacking midfield role, and that would make a big difference to us if we can go and get him. But there's so much areas of the park that we need to bolster. Ridvan Yilmaz, injured yesterday. I know we've got Yefti playing at left back, but then we need a left winger. It's just a mess all over the park. Ridvan's probably going to be out, knowing his record, for about 2-3 months. So we need some positions bolstered there. We are undercooked. We are really undercooked, and we are walking into a disaster waiting to unfold. We're at Parkhead in a few days, not too far away, a couple of weeks away. And if we turn up with that team, we're getting pumped. We're getting absolutely pumped, and it's just going to be an embarrassing season. So the board must act now. There's no Europe. There's no Europe now until September. We know the budget that we've got. Go and get those players in. Go and get those players, as I said yesterday, even if to beg, borrow, steal, go get the players in. Get the players in. Because we can make up for some of the Champions League money by going on a Europa League run. But also winning the title. You need to speculate to accumulate. And we need players. And we need to act now. Rangers fans, what do you think we need to bolster? What positions do you think we need to bolster? Let me know down in the old comment section below. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. And as I said, I'll see you all later. Take care. Peace.